Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I am starting a new weekend reading vlog, and it's just mood reading, and I'm really excited because I could not sleep last night. So around midnight I got up and I was like, you know what, I really want to crochet, which mind you, I have my genre blanket that I really need to update. And yeah, I ordered the wrong orange, so now I need to return it and get the correct orange. But it's hard because I got it from Joann's and Joann's is closed. So I have to go to now to Michael's. That'll probably be like a Sunday job. But I was like, well, I do have a baby blanket. So I put on an audiobook. It's called A Match Made for Thanksgiving by Jackie Lau. I don't know if that's how you say it, but I hope so. But it is the first book of the holidays with the Wongs. And it's like 119 pages. And I listened to it through Hoopla, and it took me like 2 hours to listen to it, and I finished it. It's technically a novella, and it was good. I gave it 3 stars. It's not very spicy. Um, there's more like vulgar talk than actual like spice going on to me. It, I remember that more than the actual spice. And it's about a girl named Lily, and her boyfriend broke up with her saying she was boring. And she made a list of things she wants to do, and she decides she wants to have a one night stand. She's never done a one night stand. And she's in a bar, and she literally says to herself, why is it so hard to find somebody to have a one night stand with? Nick, the main guy, comes up from behind her, hears her say that, and decides to be the one night stand because that's all he does is one night stands. So they do their thing. Well, they kind of both got a little attached. And it's funny because they are like Korean or Chinese. I'm not quite sure. And his parents and his three siblings go to the house for Thanksgiving with his grandparents, and the parents are matchmaking all four of the kids. They got dates for all four of them. And it is funny because Lily is matched with her oldest brother Greg, and he's just like so confused. They're pretending like they don't know each other, and they get caught that they know each other, and a relationship ensues because he misses her and he wants to be around her all the time, and he's so confused because he's never wanted like a relationship like his parents. And he's afraid that if he gets married that he'll have to leave his job, he will have to leave Toronto. But she doesn't want to leave Toronto. Like, she lives in Toronto just like him, and she's afraid that she won't be able to keep up with his lifestyle, that because he wants to go clubbing all the time, and she's like, I can't do that. And he's like, but that's not what I want to do anymore. Like, I don't want to do that. So it was really cute and sweet, and it kind of already leaves off at the very end of who the next book is about and how it's going to kind of go down. And it's a Christmas book, so that one I will listen to next month. And all four of the books are on Hoopla, so those ones are quick little listens. That'll help me a lot. So I've already got one book done for this weekend reading vlog, but I did start House of Flame and Shadow, the third book in Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas. I did start on Hoopla, and I'm listening to the dramatized. I was making sourdough bread, and I'm making 7 loaves right now. And so I just needed this. And my son, he's still kind of sick. He's got a runny nose. So he's just on the couch. He just fell asleep. Thank God. But which mind you, this artwork is gorgeous. Like, look at that artwork. It's beautiful. I love it. But I'm technically on chapter 4, page 57. So, I mean, I've listened to this much, and this one is the biggest of the series, but I can't really say much because this is the third book, and I don't want to ruin anything. But I like that we're back into everybody's point of view. We're in Bryce's point of view, Hunt. We've been in Therion's. We've been in not the harpy, it's the hind. We've been in her point of view, and then we've also been in Ethan's point of view. So I like that. I really like how broad it is, and I'm not confused at all with what is happening. And I was a little worried because I haven't read this one yet that I would be confused, but I'm not. I'm good. So I'm really glad to continue on with this one. Hopefully for this whole weekend, maybe finish at least the first half. I don't know about that. I'm not going to push myself. I'm just going to kind of go with it and see what happens. But then I do really want to start right now. I really, really do want to start this is Silver Elite by Danny Francis. I don't know what it is, but dystopian novels scare me. I'm not going to lie. I've never read Divergent. I never read Hunger Games. I am not a dystopian type of book reader. And anytime a dystopian book comes up, I'm just like, oh no, like, am I going to like this? But a lot of people have said it's not as heavy dystopia as like Divergent. So I'm hoping I like this. Like, I'm really hoping. So I really want to start this today. At some point, I just have not done it yet, but I am looking at like my Kindle books, and there's one that keeps popping up, and I just keep looking at it. I'm like, you know what? This one, it's a Why Choose. It is Omega Verse. It just seems really like funny, and like I feel like with these two reads, I'm gonna need something, on my Kindle that's really quick and easy to read. So it's called The Naughty Omega. Um, I don't have my paper with me with who it's by, but um, that seems like a good nighttime read. And I feel like with these two, because one's a dystopian, one's a friggin' high fantasy romance, this one I might need like a little, it doesn't seem very serious. So I'm hoping it'll be good. And I think on the cover it has like 4 or 5 men with a girl. I don't know. But I love these kind of books. They're just funny. They're goofy. They're trying to figure things out. And it's just a mess. And that's why I love them. So I'm really hoping I can start that one today too at some point. Maybe tonight. I don't know. Because I really want to focus on Silver Elite and House of Flame and Shadow today. And then maybe start the Naughty Omega tonight. But that's my plan. Right now I'm just doing bread. I'm waiting for it to rise to do another stretch and fold, and I'm just taking care of my son. I really need to do my nails. I need to shorten them because we have a wedding tomorrow, and I'm wearing black, and I don't want dark nails. I want light nails, so I need to shorten these bad boys because they're too long. I need to go short. I like to have them long every now and then, but then I gotta sport length. So they're gonna get shortened at some point today. They're gonna end up a light pink with glitter, and then my toes, they need to be gold. Right now they're black, and they're outgrown. They need to be taken care of. So at some point, that's going to get done. But I am going to go do something, probably laundry, and then get more reading done. I'm really excited. I haven't had an audiobook for like well over a week, and it was nice to clean and make bread while listening to a book. It was really nice. So I'm like, ooh, when I do reading only Kindle books for a week, or like reading only my NetGalley books, I have got to find an audiobook to sneak in there for when I clean, make bread. I have to get an audiobook, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to go. And I will see what I'm going to do, because right now I don't want to do anything, but I know I have stuff I need to do quietly so I don't wake up my son. Hey, I have not done an update at all, and I'm going to do a quick one because I got to close out this vlog. I did finish the Naughty Omega on Saturday, and I gave it like 3.5. It's an Omega verse. It's following a girl named Katie, which I had such a hard time reading her name because it's with a D and not a T, and it's a C, not a K. So it took me a little longer to get Katie and remind myself every time, because I wanted to keep saying Caddy, but it's not Caddy, it's Katie. And she is an Omega, and she works for a newspaper, and she doesn't want a pack at all. And so I find out why she doesn't want to pack later on. She finally tells the guys because she is found out that she's packless. She cannot be packless, especially working. And everybody, she smells bonded, but it's because she's taking a pill. So it makes her smell bonded. So she meet Archie that works at the column with her, finds out that she's unbonded and he's been attracted to her and everything, and talks to the guys, and the guys have been like nuts about her scent. So they go onto this group thing to be picked by her, and she ends up picking them, and she just immediately loves their scent, but gets kind of mad at Archie because he tells her, okay, I don't want you to be mad, but like, I heard that you were unbonded and I always had a thing for you, and I was so confused because you always smelled bonded, so that's why I stayed away. And then I found out Reggie was a cat, and oh my god, it was so funny. It was so cute. There's a lot of spice. The moment the spice hits, it is spicy. Like every time you're flipping a page, there's a new scene. So it's like almost on every page. It's a lot. So I'm giving it 5 chilies. It was 325 pages. I mean, I finished it in under 24 hours, but it was good. I did like it. If you don't like Omegaverse, if you don't like the whole nodding situation, don't read this. I mean, nodding is in the title, and I guess it's like there's 3 books out. So I liked it. It was silly, it was goofy, it was funny. Oliver made me think of Riddick from Fourth Wing. I've been reading a lot of books that a lot of the main characters are like Riddick from Fourth Wing. Um, but like there's Maddie, and he's very just like, he's like the leader of the pack. And then Archie is also with Maddie and with Katie. And Matt even admits to Katie that he's never actually been with a woman. He's only ever been with Archie. So that was really neat. And then there is Titus, which he's like the most standoffish. And then there was Oliver, and he was like the goofball. And then there was Simon. He was a very quiet doctor. I liked all of them. I just wish I connected more with them. I really didn't. I really didn't get any backstory, much of all of them to really like get attached. So that's why it just wasn't like the best read I've had, but I wish I just invested myself more into them. But all I've read else, because we had a wedding on Saturday, which was great. We had a great time. I did read more of House of Sky and Breath. I just got to part 2. So I'm the first part, I was just like, how are things gonna go down? And now I'm like, okay, we're getting somewhere. I need to follow up with this. So I've just been listening to it on and off. Um, and after this one, I know I have another book on Libby that's available for me, and I want to finish this pretty quick so I can get to the other one. And then I did start Certain Chaos, which I'm not very far. I just don't know what it is. With those her books, I just struggle. I struggle, but it's fine. I'm like on chapter 3 or 4. Like I'm just having a really hard time staying in it. Um, and really, all we've had is her confront a evil spirit that tried to get her in the last book, and she's tried to ask him questions. She has him immobilized to ask him questions, and that's really all that I've gotten so far. So, and it's been like 4 months since the last book. I don't know, but she still talks to her one friend. I can't think of his name right now. And then the gangster guy, and then the detective. Like she hasn't really like had to talk to him very much, and all this stuff. But I'm not very far. But that's going to be the end of my weekend reading vlog. I wish I came on more and did more, but we had a lot of cleaning to do in the house. That's why I did more audiobooks. And then also we had the wedding and everything. And it was just kind of a crazy weekend. But I mean, I did get some reading done. I did finish one book, and I made pretty good progress in another. So I'm pretty glad. But I'm going to close out this vlog, and I hope you like, comment, subscribe down below, and I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are. Bye.